27 June 2023. We will keep moving, and we kind of will continue from the point we stopped. I will try to find a paper, a clean sheet of paper. Don't have, so I use the board. Kind of it's qualified by circumstance of the environment, what kind of things we have in institutions in areas that got domesticated by drug, corruption, advantages in our way, and of course that the silence will be used in the way we are observing, interconnecting the purpose as logical gap. The lie goes all the time, and we are working to take the opportunity as play bargain, especially because I don't like you all at the criminal system, violating my rights, my guarantees, going beyond, violating other constitution, international company, the entire business area, financial system, global economy, threatening mankind at the consumer. We present the complaint at the International Criminal Court, observing and doing the accomplish with the needs as the Cgqm and the prosecution. Not so we are the requirements like America, but we did. Yesterday we could observe that they stored money illegal with the argument business to business or business to government, business to government or government to government. It doesn't matter which will be the interface used if the purpose is the corruption. It doesn't matter how will have the organization as resulting if the result is something illegal. Contaminated the entire thing. The fruit is rotten and poisoned, so the entire seeds you do based on this kind of will be equally contaminated for the next generations, and this affects the future of mankind some way. USA and China are doing this kind of agreement as business to business. America had agreement with Brazil at the security, failure on it, failure at the security forum. Brazil institutional system integrated with distribution of criminal power multi-level 7423 item 1 of the Brazilian Constitution, compromising the behavior as institutional behavior in the international architecture, Article 4, clause number 9, and proved by the requirement made all 5 guarantee 33, and by this they are domesticated and very with a tremendous servility, as you know what they are. Members of the transnational organized crime. Fact. We observe that we put this model yesterday, considering that this area here, very British, was the model hatcher or something like this. It's about the free zone. Now we understand this as a pattern because the audit work with patterns all the time. We will check that I will have my public department, and my public department will do an activity with a corporate area. That can be my house, a small business, a company, a global company. The department in area with integrated failure for sure has this value on it. By silence in Brazil, for instance, 13A of the criminal law. Observe the architecture of public finances on 359A up to 360 of the criminal law. Public finances plus white collar crime law 7,492, and communication as fintech nowadays 9,472, I think. and the Transnational Organized Crime Law 12,850, Article 123. They will be in a free zone area. That can be my house, my small company, small business like you sell hot dog at the street, my small business, kind of bakery, and a drugstore, my international company, my vehicle store as an agency, my global automotive vehicle company like the Nissan or whatever. And they will always be like this, starting with the infiltrated agents or the excuse to be inside your business, like the IBM. Get in touch, for instance, with the Kubernetes and supplying the needs by the source we had as things they did, but considering the association with the criminal area. This is a fact. You, for instance, will make an entry at my house, for instance, saying that you will check if it has drugs, but you can put drugs, change my food, my things, in order to create the perception as an OD or something like this. You can enter the hot dog store and put hot and sausages at the entire hood, and then a criminal investor linked with this and diverted money will buy all hot dogs stores. And in the same way, you can obtain the intelligence of a business or international company like the Kubernetes, apply the communication and provide the broking, the traditional provider, which has an excellent service, for instance, on Saquarema, and will try to buy this. And this kind of activity to do, failure my house, doing the failure of a small business, doing the failure of an entire business area, indeed is setting the architecture as Ponzi and multi-level, but is guided by the value -1 traced by this model with total perception as the architecture, which is the designer's trust. In general, covered by record, sourced at the criminal purpose, interaction and interconnected by the blind eye as silence. You can't offer this at the plea bargain the next day in American Embassy, for instance. Considering the eBay, the pirates offer, the redistribution of seized drugs and items, others. Then we will check that this kind of thing, for instance, will have the hearing procedure and the follow-up as your phone calls. There are no circumstances to broke your data, despite we had this all the time. It's a guarantee on Article 5, Clause 12. And then you will transfer the guiltiness about this for the international company, which will obtain the expertise plus the local player that offer the service as communication or the mobile provider in Spain. And then you will set a situation broken each one of them at the local area, since the hood until the entire conjunct, and this kind of fail sourced at the entry to obtain the expertise and failure by new entries at the business, as we told, the hiring process and the contracts in general are made by human resources. But at this case, as someone infiltrated on your business. And we have the parallel storage of money, which is something that goes all the time with tremendous and notorious facts using sports, entities, stars all around the globe, and other elements that are proven. and they are all equally guided by the value -1 using the show business, the sports activity, the departments, the corporative area scenes, from your house until the entire conjuncture, and this unveiled in the end the criminal purpose as criminal organization that will allow you to observe that the vehicle agencies offering and doing the seller as cars or motorcycle, whatever, they are kind of part of the organized crime, and also the real estate market, and the guarantee and the insurance that got complained, for instance, Zurich on Europe, that do not has the interest as continuing doing insurance on Rio de Janeiro, for instance. But as we told, all these are sourced at the corruption as blind eye that goes on public departments and corporate areas. The concurrent association unveiled the organized crime by gangs. And this tip is kind of follow the money. We are using the model we presented yesterday to the summit on Asia between America and China, business to business. You can, of course, that affect we all equally on China, on America, on Europe. You can offer this kind of thing on your play game. We are operating this model, credit procedure, catching up part 2, even 2.2, the globalization of transnational organized crime by local crime, which implies the transnational organized crime local that are the corrupted department and officers that usually are accustomed to be surveillance and under the domesticated hands of local crime, now is serving the organized crime in other areas like China or Europe or United States. Sets a conflict of interest. If you are inside a company and I'm a board member, I will offer you to the court and work with the Federal Bureau of Investigation all the time, 24 hours a day, especially in a junk area like Brazil, to prevent the transnational organized crime. For instance, stealing the intellectual assets as Kubernetes or the DB2 or whatever, or everything we did to support, filthy animals domesticated by drug dependence, corruption, and advantage in a way, stealing the dignity of companies and sports entities or seats and family values that had been carried for beyond a century. Decisions up to you, America. Even phase 2, the globalization of transnational organized crime by local corruption is debugged using that model. The silence can be a crime.